You know that scene in every movie? The one where the protagonist finds out they've been cheated on? The tears, the shouting, the dramatic exit. Yeah, that was me. For about 10 minutes. But then something clicked. Something changed. I realized I wasn't just a victim. I was the main character in a story about justice. This isn't a story about a public meltdown. This is a story about a carefully, beautifully orchestrated downfall. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll be taking notes. His name was Alex. We had been together for 5 years. 5 years of building a life, a home, a future. He was my rock, my best friend. He even introduced me to his work friend, Chloe, who quickly became a part of our lives. They'd laugh about inside jokes, share glances I tried to ignore. I dismissed it as paranoia. I was the trusting girlfriend, the one who believed in the good in people. Turns out, the good in them was a shared bed. The truth didn't come in a dramatic confrontation. It came in the quiet of our living room. I was setting up a new tablet and a message notification popped up from Chloe. "Can't wait to see you tonight." With a little heart emoji. And a photo. Not a work photo. A photo of him, shirtless, in the hotel room he needed for a business trip. The world went silent. The betrayal wasn't just a physical act. It was the lie, the audacity, the way they had laughed in my face while sitting on my sofa. Most people would have packed a bag and stormed out. I did something different. I stayed. For 2 more weeks. And I wasn't a heartbroken girlfriend. I was a strategist. I started a glow up, but not for my own happiness. For my revenge. While they thought I was crying in the other room, I was doing something far more productive. I was consulting with a lawyer about the shared property, talking to a financial advisor about our joint assets, and a therapist about how to channel my rage into something constructive. The key to revenge isn't just getting even. It's making sure they don't see it coming. I knew Alex was proud of his investment in a new business with Chloe. He'd talk about it all the time, how it was going to make them rich. I did some digging. The business was just a shell corporation. A way to funnel money they were siphoning off our shared savings. They had been planning to leave me and build a new life with my money. And that's when this stopped being about a broken heart and started being about a broken law. I decided to unveil my master plan on a very special day, our 5-year anniversary. I wasn't just going to leave. I was going to turn our celebration into their reckoning. The plan was simple. The morning of our anniversary, before he could surprise me with some cheap lie and a box of chocolates, I was going to hit them where it hurt the most. Their wallets. And their reputations. At 8 a.m., I had my lawyer send a formal legal letter to Alex, demanding full compensation for my share of the business venture, complete with evidence of the fraud. Simultaneously, I drained our joint account, transferring exactly 50% to my new, separate account, as was legally my right. The money they thought was theirs. It was gone. In an instant. The text I got from him was pure, unadulterated panic. "What did you do?" he wrote. I replied with a single emoji. But I knew that financial revenge wasn't enough. They had paraded their friendship in front of everyone we knew. So, I took a page from the AITA playbook. Without naming names, I posted a carefully worded statement online about betrayal and financial fraud from a close personal and professional partner. I then discreetly messaged a few of our mutual friends and colleagues, sharing just enough of the truth to ignite a fire. Suddenly, his social media posts weren't just about his new beginning. They were filled with angry comments and accusations. The whispers became shouts. Alex, desperate, finally called. He wanted to talk. We met at a public coffee shop. They came in, a storm of panic and rage. They accused me of ruining their lives, of being crazy. And that's when I had my moment. I calmly looked at them and said, "I didn't ruin your lives. You did that the moment you decided to steal from me. And I simply took back what was mine." The words were like a bullet. They had nothing to say. The legal battle was short and swift. My evidence was undeniable. They had to pay back every cent, and then some. Their business venture was exposed as a fraudulent scheme, and their shared future collapsed before it could even begin. They lost their savings, their reputation, and their fake business. What about me? I didn't get revenge just to feel better for a day. I got revenge to build a new life. A better life. The money I recovered became the down payment for my own apartment. The emotional turmoil became the fuel for my career. I didn't just move on, I moved up. And I didn't get a revenge glow. I got a revenge blaze. So, if you've been cheated on, if your trust has been shattered, don't just wallow in it. Use that energy. Analyze your situation. Consult a professional. And remember, the best revenge is living a good life, yes, but sometimes, a little dose of well-earned poetic justice makes that good life even sweeter. You have the power to turn your pain into their problem. Now, here's where I want to hear from you. Would you have done this? Or would you have gone a different route? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more stories of justice served, make sure to like this video, subscribe to When Tables Turn, and hit that notification bell. We're here to remind you that no matter what, tables always turn. And next week, get ready for a story about a family reunion from hell, a stolen inheritance, and a very, very public surprise that left them speechless. You won't want to miss it.